So, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Shreya Waghmare, and I'm currently working as a research engineer at MRC. So, today I'll be discussing about the insights from the field visit to the coast of Ratnagiri in Maharashtra and Veraval in Gujarat, which were hosted by the Climate Crew team. And we'll explore how community experiences can shape the coastal management, and we'll deep dive into the community part on as well. And I'll also mention about the policy lessons that we had during the discussion with the locals. So let's get started. Yes. So first, let's understand the geography of the locations we explored. So first, we had a visit to the coast of Ratnagiri, Maharashtra, where we went to different locations like Guhagar, Ganpatipure, and Ratnagiri. So please allow me a moment further during my presentation to explain these images I attached in the right. So these locations are the mostly places where seaweed cultivation is happening, or either we met a locally working organization or SSG or team. So after Ratnagiri, our next phase was to visit Veraval in the state of Gujarat. So in Gujarat, we spent more than a week. We had a chance to explore Veraval thoroughly and explore the coast of Okha as well. So we had a very informative sediment related inputs as well that you can see in the right bottom image. So already as my colleagues Lok and Ayush has explained about the technology and innovation part, and Ayush has explored most of the community comments for the APY tool as well. So, and also we saw how UDA and digital transformation can be a game changer in the coastal management. So now I will shift gear to the human side. These tools are only as good as the people uh, living. So let's see how they fit into the lives of coastal community. So I'll give you the insights of what goals we had in mind, what actually happened there, and what actually happened there, and one cultural moment that we shared with the locals. And then lastly, I'll just share the identified policy comments from those locals. So why focus on communities? Our visit goals were clear: understand local challenges, build trust with the community, and identify the collaboration opportunities. So now understanding the challenges they face, like at both the locations, we came across different challenges. Like geography itself make it challenging. For example, in Ratnagiri, we faced resource availability issue. And what I mean by that is availability of internet or electricity or commute as well. So due to such remote location, it sometimes gets difficult to get connected to the outer world, and especially during the extreme weather conditions. Though at both locations, unpredictable income and limited resources seems to be the cause. As the image shows here, during the low tides, the locals were seen to be engaged in catching oysters, which happen only during low tides. So that is also seemed to be like an important resource of their income. Something same was observed in with Chandika fishing community as well. Low fish catch due to higher number of fishing boats make their chances very low. So moving ahead, building trust was the base of this visit. And without trust, we can't get the understanding of the problem they face. And without trust, we won't be able to do any open heart discussions with them as well. So I remember when the livelihood expert from Climate Group team, Mr. Bhushan, he said local communities may not be easily open to external parties. So we need to be very clear about what questions we want to ask, and trust start with listening. So even 50% of the fishermen here rely on the oral traditions that they have been hearing and doing regularly. So whether it is for weather prediction or catch prediction, that local knowledge is gold. So and the third is the collaboration opportunities. Third is the collaboration opportunities. So working on the field with locals gave us the front row seat to their knowledge. Our partner Kaimaklu made or click that connecting our technology with their deep community ties, like the knowledge that we can't find in any manual. So it's a collaboration. We listen, we learn, and we build solutions side by side. So I'll say a few times today that technology alone isn't enough. We need to listen to the people who live and work here, and that's a starting point of the visit. So now moving towards the field visit insights from community. So as I shown earlier, both places are rich in their mesmerizing views of the ocean, but surely the change in location or the geography, climatic changes, and that changes the way of livelihood of the locals. So both the places has shown very different cultures as well. But the main thing which bonds them together is the vast Indian Ocean. So starting with Ratnagiri, I'm very thankful to Climacro team for arranging very informative and deep discussion meetings around it. So the first snap shows the initial discussion on the day one with Climacro team. And second one is the MAVI, Mahila Arthik Vikas Mahamandal of Ratnagiri district, which is a central government organization. And basically they help the uh, uh, women entrepreneurs in their livelihood. So we discussed around the complete seaweed farming process and the APY tool, and we also discussed the hierarchy of the work that they do. So this initial discussion set up the tone for the next few days during the visit. So in Ratnagiri, we met Chandika fishing community where they explained the uncertainty of fishing. Like as the primary source of income, fishing is a very risky job, like whether they'll get the catch or not. So we discussed other aspects as well, like are there generational traditional traditions, and in future will they be continued or they'll find a job for their next generation. So also we identified that the community people were not aware of the government policies which support their livelihood. So there is a need of awareness as well. So as I mentioned, due to the limited resources, they are bound to the traditions and the traditional thing that they are doing. So awareness through digital transformation is something that can make a difference. Now to the next place with completely different geographical conditions with the like access to internet, electricity and proper commute as well. So and Veraval is also famous and known for the same Somnath temple, which is a tourist place which adds on the tourism as a part, like as an income source for the locals as well. So however the fishermen community in Veraval faces the same issues kind of like huge number of trawlers, almost more than 8,000 trawlers at the port, which reduces the probability of fish catch for everyone. So, during the fishing season, these boats sail across the Indian Ocean and they are month-long lasting trips. With Climate Crew team, we went to the waters as well and learn about the seaweed reseeding process, the stockings, and the importance of seaweed as it can be the second income source other than fishing. So creating entrepreneurs in the seaweed culture, we discussed that as well. So we met the fishermen who are involved in the seaweed farming. We discussed various type of problems they face during the fishing. So we had a chance to connect our MRC team to the local virtually. So on the boat itself, we had an amazing setup and the discussion. So during the discussion, Arnab Das sir and Sridhar sir and the MRC research team had very insightful discussions with the local. So from discussing the problems they face to identifying the gaps in research, skilling, innovation, and technology. So MRC team was able to convey the work and build that initial trust among the locals. So the trust matters. In Veraval, we joined the Kodiyar Jayanti festival where they celebrate goddess Kodiyar Mata, their coastal protector. So it's a big deal for the community bonds. These are some of the glimpses of the festival. MRC team with the fishermen come future entrepreneurs by Climax. So by participating, we build rapport, unlocking real talks about their needs and not just related to the problems, but beyond that discussing. So culture is not just a tradition; it's a bridge to the collaboration. So now during our end of the visit, our research team, Catherine, Romy, and Shlo had a very long discussion with locals. And the same menu already set the environment for the discussion. So we discussed points around sedimentation, aquaculture farming, and importance of blue economy. However, with the prior knowledge of these terms, the discussion went very meaningful with the locals. So I'm just highlighting the points we discussed like need of MSP, So without it, market dips for sales at very low cost, making loss to fishermen. Better market access so that intermediaries where they pocket up to almost 40% of the margin profits. Again, these are like discussed with the locals, but these terms could turn survival into the growth for them. So, what's the path forward? So, we weave together technology, the community voice, and the traditional knowledge, investing in skills, digital transformation, and completely rooting it all in sustainability. So, the stakes are high, but so is the reward for them. So, one local from Veraval told me, give us a fair shot and we'll show what we can do. So, I think UDA is that shot, and let's seize it together. So I would like to take a moment again to thank Clima Crew team for their immense support and very kind hospitality. Thank you so much.